What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Got a bit of a different one for you today. Sorry if there's some reverb on my voice. I gotta work out this room. But I want to talk about the new units, and I was kind of doing a bunch of stuff for 5.9. So let's get in. Let's talk about the new Dragon Ball Saga units. Pretty excited, actually. Freaking... I'm not gonna go ham on them, but they're making it really difficult to not be enticed by them. So we're gonna start out looking at launch. I do personally think she is the best. She's going to be stupid. She actually might be like, she might honestly be like a top 20 unit, top 10 unit right out the gate. And that might even be including Zenkai's, and I'm not even kidding you on that one. We'd have to see how she plays. Being red, she is covered by Vados, which is really good, obviously. So let's get down here. Let's take a look at her stats real quick. So let's say you got her to 6 stars, right? 5,000. Not the craziest stats in the world. I used Jiren as like a basis when I was looking at her, and she obviously has much lower strike attack, higher blast attack, relatively even blast and strike defense, a little bit higher health. Her power level's overall higher, solid, but nothing crazy. Kind of Vados stats where she's really good, but at the same time, like, you know, she does other things. It gets crazy fast. Main ability reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 3. Like, remember, she can be run with DKP as well. 40% damage inflicted for 20 counts, minus 5 to arts cost for 20 timer counts. That's not insane, right? Because a lot of units just inherently have that in general, being able to lower the cost of their arts. But that's pretty good. Just chuck on top of, if there was no Dragon Balls there, that would be meh. It'd be like whatever. But that on top of just taking 3 Dragon Balls for free is absurd. Menacing Woman applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a Blast Arts card next. 40% damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Reduces damage received by 35%. Cannot be stacked. Not too terrible, not too crazy. Just coming in there. No card draw speed off top of the gate. We'll get to the card draw speed in one sec. Following effects occur when this character evades an enemy attack with a Vanishing Step. Now look, that means every single time. You obviously can't really stack it because of the time here. But I guess you're a crafty player with like substitution lowering. Draw a special arts card next, just for dodging. Vanishing Step. That only does once. Fine. Increases your arts card draw speed by 2 levels for 5 counts. Now, luckily the only thing in this meta is there's a lot of cover change units. So that will kind of mitigate how crazy that is. But that would be ridiculous. Like, if it wasn't 5 counts. It's still pretty goddamn ridiculous. Say you're facing Future, right? For the sake of it. Why not? And they just went out from their Goku Black or something to Zamasu. That means you're pretty scot-free at that point as long as they don't have another strike-covered unit, like the Red Goku or whoever. You're pretty scot-free just to boom, 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 boom. Nail them with some strike cards. You're probably going to get like 3 to 4 off. But that is so ludicrous. The amount of cards you're going to draw in those couple of times. It's just, we're going to have to see how actually wild it is. And she is red. So I don't want to bring up the Gogeta blue controversy, but she is red. Okay, whose idea was this? 30% to blast damage inflicted for 10 timer counts every time this character used a blast arts. %30 to blast damage inflicted every time she uses a blast arts. And remember when she lowers her arts card cost? Just manually lowers it whenever she needs to. Gain attribute upgrade minus 15% to sustain damage enemy cut. That's fine, nothing too crazy there. Upon landing a strike or blast. Upon landing. And it can be stacked. Inflicts all enemies 2 substitution count when the enemy switches characters while the character's on the field. So raises their substitution count as well when they swap, so now it's 12 instead of 10. She does have Pierce, so she has bullets. Which means like Super 17 and units like that can't absorb it. I don't know how that works with Gohan. The new LF Gohan. I have no idea how that works. She's probably going to body bag him, to be honest. Deals major explode damage. She doesn't have an ultimate as far as I can tell, so that's good. 30% of special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. 20% chance to inflict feint on hit, because why not? And it's not a run-up one. It is just a, let me launch a rocket launcher at you probably. Ignore allies' substitution count and immediately switches character. Applies the following effects to allies upon activation. There's a green card. Main ability and stuff wasn't good enough. Restores ki by 50. 30% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Following effects also occur based on the number of defeated battle members. One or more battle members restores your ally health by 15%. 2 battle members restores own vanishing gauge by 100%. Activates 3 times. On a green card. So let's give you a hypothetical team here, okay? Her, a DKP. And then just for the sake of not necessarily synergy, there's a whole lot of units, right? The new Roshi, the new Yamcha. But let's say you want to use that purple Vegeta. So you're taking 2 Dragon Balls with DKP. You're taking 3 Dragon Balls with her. That's just main ability. You're sacking off that Vegeta, and you're getting 3 more Dragon Balls. You're then giving Launch a heal for your team. And then you sack off DKP, and you get your Vanishing Gauge back multiple times. That is pretty wild. What does she do it to? It is a All-Stars banner. And like all the previous All-Stars are on it except for the dogs. So that's something to note as well. She does get red and green and Dragon Ball Saga based blast attack and defense, which is ridiculous. 45% of cap. Okay, so it starts out terrible though. Starts out like terrible actually though. I think it's a little better. A little bit better. Either way, Launch is absolutely insane. Insane. Okay, let's move on to Yamcha. Wasteland Bandit Yamcha. I like his art quite a bit. I do like this Yamcha quite a bit. Dragon Ball Saga, green, melee type, sparking, male. Okay. So let's go 6-star, 5,000, just to compare the same way. 220, 0.53, 142, 188. Terrible blast attack. Absolutely horrible blast attack, and you can see that represented right here. Horrible blast attack. Decent health, but a little bit lower than Launch. Decent strike attack. He's green. It's fine. He covers Launch. I like it. I don't mind the stats. They don't have to be crazy nowadays. Vados showed that. You're not the only one with special powers, kid. Draw the ultimate arts card, Panzer Faust. Next. Is it supposed to be Fist? I think it is, but restores own ki by 40. So he does have an ultimate, 30% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and restores your own vanishing gauge by 100%. But it is 25 counts, so Launch is 10, this one is 25. Infamous Bandit. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 60% damage inflicted cannot be stacked, 30% own critical rate, which I don't know how absolutely huge that is. Like that's, if he had something like a Bardock unit, giving him even more beyond that, that would be ludicrous, but we'll have to see. It's kind of like he's given himself that without having a Bardock unit, right? Like I'd have to see what Bardock exactly does. Really, in truth, I don't even know if I can even find Bardock on here in a timely manner. I really don't think I can. There's just so many units nowadays to sort through. We can try to look just to see for the sake of what he does. Take your time. There's a lot of people accessing legends.dbz.space right now, so bear with it. Let's go to Zenkai just to be safe, so we make sure we get the right thing. Where are we at? Cross-dimensional. No, 30% to critical rate, 70% to critical damage. So that's going to be a big different thing, which is good that Yamcha's not crazy, but the critical rate, that does show you, that gives you the same amount right there. So if they give us any kind of like equipments that are going to boost his critical, he could be nasty to swapping in. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Randomly destroys 1 enemy card. That's actually really good. So you have 3 or fewer, draw another one. Purple Vegeta's ability? Yeah. Oh, snap. And he gets his crit. Oh, he might be nasty on swap. Cunning Payback. Reduces damage received by 20% when the battle starts. Cannot be cancelled. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 1. Jesus Christ. Like, oh my god. I get mitigating Rising Rush, but it can't just be one team that does it, bro. I guess it's not. Future does it a lot too. I guess that probably would do that. And regen with DKP. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade. 20% damage received for 15 counts. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 counts. Oh, after the attack is over. So if you get rid of their vanish and they attack you, you're doing something to them. Reduces damage received by 20%. Cannot be canceled. Activates once. That does do 3 times. God damn. This is weird. This is what scares me. So with launch, him and DKP, you can take an entire Rising Rush away from you. A full entire 7 Dragon Balls can be taken away from you just by taking a hit or using their main ability. 30% chance to inflict heavy bleed on hit. It's on just standard strike. Nice. Well, his standard strike. Deals major slice damage. Wolfang Fist. That's my boy. Following effects occur on hit. Draw a special move arts card next. Oh my gosh. You use a special move arts card and you draw a special move arts card? Okay. I'm shocked this isn't a blast armor. Mr. Handsome. There you go. Restores own key by 40, cancels on attribute downgrades, reduces enemy key by 40, inflicts all... Oh my gosh. You get 40 key, they lose 40 key. Inflicts all attribute downgrade plus 20% damage received in 15 counts. Deals massive explode damage if only effects occur on hit. Restores own health by 25%, reduces enemy key by 70. 70? Is that necessary? So I always like this though. You have to land it to get the heal. I do like that. Adds a little bit to it. I do like that quite a bit. They started that with, was it Fiku that started that? I guess it would have been. Yeah, I'll reply later. Reduces enemy key by 70. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 150% of key recovery. Blast arm when charging forward. Holy. I want to see what it looks like though. I want to see what it looks like. Strike critical rate up. Plus 30% on critical rate for 2 counts. Oh, God. He's going to be nasty with crits. And what, does he do red and green? No, okay. There's green and yellow. Oh, you... Oh. If you haven't Zenkai DKP, now is your time to do it. Oh, my God. This team's going to be gross. We have to look at the Roshi as well, but this team's going to be gross. She was blast tagging offense, right? It's been a couple minutes since I talked about her. Apologize. Yeah, blast tagging offense, she does strike attack and defense. EX Roshi does both attacks, and Kid Goku, the Zenkai one, does both defenses. Alright, new Roshi. What's up, Mr. Beast? Alright, Roshi, what do you got? Good God. Yeah, he just has the Master Roshi tag. It's a little 5,000. Let's say you get him 6 stars. 202, 198. Decent. About makes sense with the 20% equipments. I get it. Attentive Master. Draw a special arts card next. Restores ally health by 20%. Shortens ally substitution count by 5. Requirements 10 counts must elapse. It's a goddamn team heal. I've never used the EX Kid Goku. I don't have him. The Extreme Blue Kid Goku. Just never gotten him, so he might take his spot. I don't know. As of right now, our set in stone team essentially is launch until we get probably a Zenkai for Valentine's Day for some female team that, or some female unit that does it, like Blue Bulma or something. It's probably gonna be launch, DKP, and Yamcha, but restores own ki by 100 every time when facing an enemy tag cross character. Well, that's a lot better than wearing sunglasses and getting immune to flash, so. Following effects occur every time you face an enemy. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade 30% of damage received in 15 counts. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10 to special move arts cost for 100 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with 1 substitution count. Activates 5 times. Restores own ki by 100. Freeform instruction. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 45% damage inflicted for 15 counts. Reduces damage received by 30% for 15 counts. Shortens ally substitution count by 1. Okay, so that's not that insane, but that's pretty decent for the team still. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to standby. Restores ki by 20, plus 15% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Strike, blast. Kamehameha deals major impact damage. Reduces enemy ki by 60 on hit. Jesus. Unlocks ki form of attack, 20% damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts. It's not bad. Everything else is a lot more support driven, right? Good God. Just land the Kamehameha and you get rid of 60 of their ki. Striking a blast makes sense. Oh, does he just flat out take the old Roshi's spot? But you're still going to have a higher percentage on the old Roshi, so I'm okay with this. This is fine. Because the old Roshi, you're probably going to have at 14 and he does 35%. So no matter what, he's always going to have it. That's good. That's good. Now you just have another option if you want to double attack with both Roshis and then double defense with Kid Goku. He doesn't seem like he'll be a mainstay. He does not seem like he will be a mainstay on the team. But it looks like he's a solid bench with those both attacks and being a support type. But I still think DKP launch in Yamcha is ridiculous. Let me know what you think down below. I do want to know. And I will catch you in the next one. Also, let me know, do you like this? I can just crank videos out and talk to you guys about the game a lot more without having face cam. Or do you want face cam? Because right now, I just woke up. So, but I'm out of here. I'll catch you around. Thank you so much. Deuces.